Okay, fellas. It probably, I don't know, might be better to actually mix this one off in here. See how we go anyway. Maybe a wrong assumption, but we'll see. Here we go. So now we've got the polystyrene in there, which will be generating the reductive flammable gas. Which you've got to ask yourself the question, what generates the reductive flammable gas in the natural environment? I have a bit of an idea, a bit of an inkling. So, yeah. I mean, if you're wrong about everything else, you know, yeah. The only thing I think you're right about is that perlite is better than just quartzite sand on its own. But you've got to work out why. Is it just because it's made from obsidian, black obsidian, and it's high in either iron, manganese, or some other element? Maybe titanium or something. Maybe titanium acts as a iron substitute. I don't know at the moment. But we'll probably work it out eventually. Do enough experimentation, and you'll get a pretty good idea. Build up a theory, test it, see if things are testable, sort of thing. So yeah. So here we go. Well, everything seems to be mixing around alright, so I don't think we've done too much damage by. I think it's going to be alright once we get it mixed off. It's probably a good time to actually add our mild fertilisation now and see how that looks with the sweeten the old mixture. I should call this the sugar sand recipe. Well, all this talk about, you know, sweetness in the water makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, where does the sweetness in the water come from then? You know, does that mean they know more than they're letting on? So they're still flogging you with plants that you can't grow properly? Or do they tell you, you know, when they sell you the tubers or the tubies, you got to sign some sort of agreement. Here's the secret recipe of how to grow them really well, but you're sworn to, you know, absolute defamation and skullduggery in the future if you blab, sort of thing. Is that what it's all about? Well, I didn't see too much in the early book on the Sericinia about you know, how to grow them. Basically, what was it? Give him bright light in high humidity or something like that, and that's all it was basically. 2 pages, and in those 2 pages, so the whole book, and there's only like 2 pages, and it basically was just saying less than we were telling our mates ourselves, you know. Oh, I like the colour. The colour's going to be good, fellas. I think I'm going to like the colour. Oh yes, can you imagine a cape going on against this sort of soil? Wow. I mean, someone else could have this. You would not know there was any copper in there, would you? Look at that. I'm going to love that colour. That's almost that colour you see on some of those Star Wars ships from Episode 1, I think. Not quite the rust look of the old droid container from Episode 4, the original one, but definitely somewhat along the ways to the colour, not quite, of that ship that you see in the opening of, which I thought was brilliant, you know. I mean, people go on about these Star Wars, but I quite enjoyed them. The moment I thought it was fantastic is when he put that lightsaber through the door, but of course, the more you think about it, it's an homage or homage to the Forbidden Planet, of course, with the id, you know, melting its way through the door sort of thing. But he's sort of done it the other way. Instead of trying to get away from the id, you're trying to go towards, you know, using the id to fight injustice. Oh yes, it's almost got a silty clay feel to it now, so yeah, so a sort of silty clay. So if there's any reductant flammable gas, it should slowly percolate its way through the medium and be, because the only way is up, of course, because reductive flammable gas is lighter than air, of course, as we know from the Hindenburg, a lighter than air ship. So okay, I think we got to the stage where it's about time to beat and add the eggs, I think, and then we'll be ready to give it another bit of a stir and put it all together in a but I quite like the look of it. If I can get it to work and we get some capes growing in that, they're going to look absolutely stunning against that colour of the soil. Imagine that nice lime, yellowy lime green of the capensis foliage with the red, nice deep dark red tentacles, nice red leaf bases, red roots or whatever coming out the side against this lovely soil. And if I could have some combination between brown and grey, that would be perfect, I reckon. But maybe we can do that. We can find some colouring agent and we can mix it so it's like halfway to between those sort of things. Anyway, over and out for now.